What's up, YouTube? It's your Yutashi here to bring you the fifth day of anime. Alright, in this video, I'm talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. I think some people have talked about it already, but I watched it this year too. Pretty much almost watch it every year. But I'm talking about the Demon World tournament. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, which I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone's seen it. But anyway, so Demon World tournament, more specifically, I'll be talking about Yomi versus Yusuke. Now, I thought this fight was pretty epic. It was epic for more than one reason. I mean, pretty much, if you watch it, everyone's fight towards the end was more of an emotional fight. Even surprisingly, even with Hiei and Makuro. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. Yomi versus Yusuke was awesome for the mental fight of it. It starts off with like they're pretty much playing around. Like Yusuke, they had like this spiritual energy battle, and so they're going back and forth, and then Yusuke runs up and just like clocks him. Yomi flies up, does like a freaking B twist 360, falls on the ground, and Yusuke's like, you know what, you're just playing, like, take me serious. And then Yomi gets up and was like, yeah, I didn't feel that. And then he go punches Yusuke, and Yusuke does the same thing. And Yomi's like, what the hell? You just told me to be serious, and now you're not being serious. But but that's not the main part. Kind of going off topic. So they start to fight, and everyone. I mean, if you've seen the show, you know that everyone wants to take Ryzen down. Ryzen is the king. He's on his deathbed, and he's still the freaking king. That's how powerful he is. Like on his deathbed, S-class demons can't take him. Yusuke, obviously Yusuke is his successor. He is little Ryzen, so to say. So Yomi's like, you know what? I always wanted to fight Ryzen, and you're pretty much a bad substitute for him right now. I mean, that's pretty much what he said. And Yusuke is like going through some emotional stuff. So like they're fighting, and at one point Yomi just straight dominates him. I mean, he does like this insane energy ball where it's like he shoots multiple ones at him. Um, he at one point picks him up by his freaking hand, and his hand like engrosses Yusuke, and he's like, what's going on? And Yusuke's having like an internal struggle because he's like he finally came to a decision like, why am I fighting? I mean, throughout the whole series, I've always fought for somebody else. I fought because someone else wanted me to kill him. I fought so the world could be saved, but why am I fighting? What is my purpose for doing this? And Ryzen comes back and he starts talking to him about Kiko, and I think that's her name, his girlfriend, about the Kuwabara, about the relationships he's made, about love and everything. And Yusuke finds his new reason for fighting. He's fighting. He's no longer fighting for himself. He's fighting for everyone, and through that, he unlocks sacred energy. But as what's his name? Golly, King King Yama's son. How did I forget it? Koema. As Koema says, it's not sacred energy, but it's friendship energy. So you get that insane, awesome, sad music that goes on, and him and Yomi and Yusuke are actually crying, and like they stop fighting for strength. They're not fighting for territory. They're only fighting for the pure enjoyment of fighting. And it was really a eye watering scene. Like you see like through this whole thing, Yusuke has changed so much. I mean, he's fighting for others. Yomi, he was a king, he ruled territory. He's not fighting for that. He's not even fighting for his son. He's just fighting for the pure enjoyment of fighting, and they're for real crying. And I just think that was so emotional. Like that was one of my favorite hands down scenes of Yu Yu Hakusho. And even the Demon Tournament was short, but that was hands down my favorite. Like, it was so emotional, and like they come together and they fight, and they each like land a blow right on each other. and they pretty much knock each other out. But and then the music's still going, that sad inspirational music, and everyone's just like, go Yusuke in his mind pretty much. And as he's falling, you see Kuwabara, who's there in spirit, like, go Yusuke, and it's so inspirational. But Yusuke ends up falling because he didn't have that person to scream his name, and Yomi wins only by default because his son, as he was falling, his son screamed his name, and that gave him the little ounce of strength to actually keep standing, and that's pretty much the end of the fight. But I mean, I absolutely love that scene. I'm probably even gonna watch it right now just because of that. And so, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you remember that moment, feel free to comment. Comment on the video. Like it if you thought this video was good, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And this is Yu Itachi signing out.